So kind of an interesting project that got thrust upon my life. Yesterday was Friday 14th, Valentine's Day. Noticed some water on my bed. And on Thursday I had noticed a little more water, but didn't even register that I own a waterbed. Water on the bed is kind of a problem. Turned out we actually had a hole in the waterbed. So we did tape it up just so that we could deal with it after work. And when I got home from work, tried to drain the bed kind of quickly to just get everything kind of out of the way so that we could look at purchasing new stuff. And during that process, just dealt with things a little too abruptly, and I ended up with a bigger water issue. So it was actually leaking onto the floor, had very wet spots on the floor. We have wet towels now all over the floor, and we did eventually get the entire thing drained this morning. So we slept on an air mattress last night down in the living room, so that was fun. Today we at least have the waterbed frame totally cleared out, so we can at least put the air mattress in our room. We did some ordering this morning, and so we have a new mattress coming, a new liner coming that has been needed for a long time. New heater. The last time we bought a heater was probably 17 years ago, and so we figured that was about time to be replaced. We've also had this tear that I've found some brown duct tape for that's been on the edge, and since we were kind of revamping everything, we decided to go ahead and replace the bumpers as well. So we have this whole new project to work on, and so I thought I'd document putting things together. We didn't document the disaster because it was just too hectic trying to get it all taken care of. We have hoses here, we've had a fan running. So cleaning up the waterbed definitely was an experience, but at least we're done with that part, and now we can have a little project of putting our life and our bed back together. One thing I've actually learned from many of the times that we've moved is a full waterbed is extremely heavy. And so one of the things that I wanted to do, just to make it so that we could get the waterbed out, once we drained it, I cut it open so that the interior of the waterbed could actually dry out. And since we had a waterbed that was wave resistant, it's got all sorts of cotton foamy in it. And so that had absorbed just a ton of water, so it was really heavy to get into the bathtub, but now I've got it cut open. It's dried out pretty well by this point in the day. It's still a little damp, but doing a lot better, but it's significantly lighter. I could probably actually get it out of the bathtub by myself this time. So if you ever want, for whatever reason, to feel judged by people, a beautiful way to do that is to admit out loud that you have a waterbed. So why do I have a waterbed? That's an interesting question. Two reasons. One, Melissa and I actually one time went to the Sleep Number store, and we took their little test to see what our sleep number is, and both of us came up in the single digits. We both love a bed that you just absolutely sink into. Actually, when we were at the Sleep Number store and we took our tests and they realized how low our numbers were, I could feel inside the mechanism in the bed that they tested us in. I hit bottom before I felt comfortable, is how low my sleep number is. And so when we took the sleep number test, they verified with us and they were like, yeah, if you own a waterbed, stay with the waterbed. You both have the same number, so there's no benefit to the sleep number bed that way, and you both love just sinking into your bed. If you have a good waterbed that's firm and not just a bag of water, then you should be pleasantly happy, and there's not a whole lot we can do for you. The second reason why I absolutely love to have a waterbed is that I am 6'3", and so a waterbed, I actually reach all the way to the edge of the bed. This air mattress that I currently put in my waterbed, we have a good 5-inch gap between the base of the bed and where my feet would be. So if I was on a standard queen bed, my feet would be hanging off the bottom. And actually, in a king size bed, I'd have the same issue. There is such thing as a California king that is the same length as a waterbed queen in a king size bed, but our room really couldn't handle the extra 6 inches on the sides that you would earn with a king bed. So that's the second reason why we have a waterbed. So the first step when putting the waterbed back together is to lay out your heating pad and also your heat sensor. Probably shouldn't be quite that close, but I'll move that out. And then attaching everything to the heating unit on the side of the bed. So the next step is to put in a liner. This liner is new and it's in significantly better shape than I think the other liner ever was. So it should do a much better job at holding everything in place and not squeaking as much. The mattress actually folds up nicely into this little box. It's as thick as it is because it's got a lot of padding that makes it so that it's a waveless mattress, but that's the mattress. And so the mattress fits in nicely into the frame. And we've got these two parts. This one hooks up to the sink faucet and hooks up here to a garden hose. And then this half hooks up to the garden hose and then goes into our little connector. And so we go through a hopefully 2 or 3 hour process of filling up the mattress. You want to use slightly warm water because the mattress itself isn't going to be heated by the heater until it's full, and since it's almost bedtime, I don't want to wait for that, so I'm going to have to kind of keep temperature control on the mattress while it's being filled. So about halfway through the filling process, you want to add conditioner to the bed. It helps prevent bubbles and also kind of helps prevent mold and other smelly issues that could happen with the bed. I always add it about halfway through the filling process so that it has water that it goes into, but it also gets mixed in a little better while the mattress is filling. The final step of filling the waterbed is getting the air out. Inevitably, when you're filling a mattress, you're going to get these little pockets of air. So they sell a little burper, and you lay down on the bed and squeeze out all of the extra air. So the final component of our new waterbed finally showed up today. So it is leak day, February 29th. 14th we discovered our leak. 15 days later we have a full mattress, new side pads, a new heater, and a new mattress pad. So all in all, really happy with the new product. Yay!